I finally got my intake sheet for my estate planning.
Yes, sir.
Is there anything that I should know about it?
Well, yeah, I think we've tried to create it so that it makes a lot of sense, even if you're not an estate planning lawyer like I am. Let me just walk you through it. The first page is really just telling me about your family, who you're married to, who you used to be married to. I know that's not fun to talk about, but we do need to know that. Next page is telling me about your children, if you have any. Tell me about all of them. Were they adopted? Do they have any special needs? Things like that. Are they minors? Do you have any deceased children? Kind of odd questions, but it just helps us know the whole story. The next page starts to talk about the who gets what part.
Okay.
The top of usually page 3, in some of the intake sheets it's page 2, you have special gifts. And basically special gifts are, I want to give my car to this person, I want to give my jewelry to this person. We don't recommend that and we write that there, but if you have a real special, like I want this to go to this person, feel free to write that in there. We'll talk about some strategies about how to do that. Some strategies are like, do it right now. But after that, it talks about how old your children should be when they get money. We recommend 25, not except for health, education, support, and maintenance before that. Really good stuff. That's how I have it for my children. And after that, we get into if you're going to disinherit anybody. And then the management of the estate is the who's in charge part. And basically, we explain who the executor or the trustee will be. It's the person who's going to carry out your wishes for you after you die. And so that's an important thing. Usually it's your spouse, but it doesn't have to be. We don't recommend co-trustees, co-executors. There's just been too many situations where they don't get along and every decision becomes a problem, or one of them lives in Virginia and just getting the signature is tough. We will do it on occasion once we talk to you. If you're really like, no, I want it to be, Susie and Johnny, we'll make it Susie and Johnny, but we want to talk about kind of the implications of that. Next page is guardians of minor children, if you have any. Big decision for me and those of us that have minor children. If not, you're just going to cross it out, put not applicable. And then the next 2 pages are for your powers of attorney and advance directive. Who's going to make decisions for you if you become incapacitated? Right. And so basically, this is going to probably be really similar as who you've chosen for the trust and the trustee and the executor. The healthcare page also talks about, do I want to be kept alive on life support? And we have a provision that we've drafted that almost all of our clients really appreciate. And so there's a place to select yes on this page for that. Last page really of the intake sheet is asset information, just tells us what you have. We don't have to have any values or account numbers, which people find odd, but I don't want your account numbers on your trust because what if I have to file it with a court down the road? Now they're going to know about it, but you're going to give us your best information here that you have. We also like to know who your key advisors are. So one of the back pages, usually page 9, talks about tell me who they are. We like to know who else you're working with so that we can involve them in the process if necessary. There's no additional cost to tell us that. Honestly, sometimes we start to work with those people as well, so we like to know that. And then any documents you have, your current will, business or partnership agreements, prenuptial agreements. If you don't have any of those, come to the meeting anyway. But if you happen to have those sitting around, just bring them with you. And that's it. So as you're walking through it, hopefully that's helpful to fill everything out.
So this intake sheet is basically the foundation for you to use to build our trust.
Absolutely. Once this is filled out, we will be able to create your documents, usually within about 2 to 3 weeks, and then you're good to go. Absolutely. So we'll go over this with you at your first meeting. You just bring it with you. If you can't figure it out, just bring it with you, half filled out, not filled out, and we'll do it with you the day of.